and started from the small grind, turned it up major. I remember all the hard times, that's what made me greater. Done departed from the haters, got no time, see you later. Always finish what I started, that's what I call major. No, I'm major.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Oh shit,
New
let's say
sound
it
for
together.
you.
Episode 11.
Qualcomm, man.
Oh,
Money's
man.
coming in, huh?
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, I threw it out to the Discord, right? Maybe 15, 20 minutes before the bell rung
You
off.
said it,
I'm like,
too.
Qualcomm's going to go off.
Really no knowledge of it. We just knew like semiconductor industry.
Nah, I mean,
or like,
no.
you know.
I've been watching Qualcomm for a little bit. The high is pretty up there. It's over 210. So, you know.
Not as deep
the
in like we are with
semiconductors
other
going
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, look, we made money on AMD. We sent that out in the Discord. We made money on Starbucks. Really solid money on Starbucks. Sent it out in the Discord.
Over 40%, yeah.
I mean, we made episodes on AMD and Starbucks like 2-3 days before the call. Like, I mean,
And the day of the call,
Yeah,
I mean, it was
mean-
out there for people to research it, and we talked about it. We gave it on a platter. Like, this
I
is
mean,
what we
yeah.
think.
I mean, we gave it to you on YouTube, Instagram, Shorts, Reels, Clips, TikTok. We gave it to you 2-3 days before the move happened. Like, it doesn't get any sweeter than that for free 99.
Yeah, literally. Take it and run with it, guys. I mean, we're here, you know. I mean, the market has been. Yesterday was a scare fest.
Look. I mean, we literally have to talk about YieldMax now because of what happened yesterday. The Discord, we had some big six-figure guys that we helped get into YieldMax that are getting 5-figure dividends, and these guys were pooping in their pants yesterday.
I mean, luckily they have somebody to reference off of that's also in the same boat as them.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
it's cool. Like,
I mean, whether it's you, AP, Big T, still, like, there's a lot of people in this Discord and stuff that have 6 figures in the YieldMax products, and, you know, when you have people in the same boat with you, it kind of makes life a little easier because
you're not rowing by yourself.
Yeah.
Shit get hard if you by yourself on that water.
Yeah, like you by yourself. That's why we trying to let's save together, because, you know, doing it by yourself is cool, but when you do it as a unit, it's a little better.
Yeah.
It's not the PayPal mafia, it's the let's save together mafia.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I know. I sent you
But
that.
yeah,
earlier.
I mean, YieldMax, I mean, even crazy because NVDY was down 8%
So, I
to then
mean,
being up 11% today. But, you know, if you're operating like how we are, like we're using margin, and luckily I'm well diversified, but, you know, one of somebody else, you know, in the group, like he just is kind of all in. So if NVDY gets clipped, it's down. But that's why we're really about to talk today about YMAX.
Yeah.
And really diversifying and like.
We have to talk about the
you know?
YieldMax products because we had too many people in the Discord yesterday that were losing their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you even got a little scared. We got a little scared because we didn't make as much money on AMD as we wanted to, because when we started seeing it get clipped, we're like, all right, we're just gonna buy some out of the money puts and
Just
really
play it
protect the bottom, play it cool.
Yeah.
We finished on
for
the
real.
trade up 17% on AMD. Some of the calls we had up 100, 200%, but it was more of a humble play. It wasn't really like Starbucks. Starbucks, we made 48% on Starbucks total.
We were a lot more on there.
Yeah. We were a lot more on the call
But
side.
yeah, even to dump it on YieldMax, because you kind of told me of like, you know, well, we were also
I mean,
talking to
think
AP about it.
Let's
but
talk about YieldMax. Let's talk about their 4 big dogs, right? NVDY, MSTY, CONY, and then what? TSLY,
which
right?
was also the first ETF I found out today.
Yeah.
Started in October 2022.
Like you have these 4 big dogs,
Crazy.
right? That are paying 6-7% a monthly, right? 6-7%. So
Roughly, yeah.
yeah, they're paying 6-7% a month. So you're getting 6% a month on your money, right? So sometimes when you're making that amount of money, let's say you have $100,000 in there, you're getting $6,000 a month. You know, when those ETFs go down 6, 7, 8%, like NVDY did yesterday, like you're gonna lose $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in one session. So it's like money that's gone. So it's kind of like, damn, like what the hell am I doing? Like I'm losing a lot of money hand over fist, right? But if you are scared of like some of these YieldMax products, you have to really go look at other dividend products, because they're really not doing much on the underlying asset side, and then they're paying you like 2-3% every quarter. Like these YieldMax products are paying you 6-7% a month.
We looked at a Charles Schwab, like
it's paying
ETF,
like 3% a year, 4% a year.
high dividend, yeah, and it's like, dude, like when you look at that, you look at YieldMax, you're like
Like it's a
you're
no-brainer
doing yourself
that you
an
gotta do
injustice.
YieldMax.
Yeah.
So I mean, here's the game plan for YieldMax, because I'm going to put it on a silver platter for everybody. For anybody that's watching, for all the guys in the Discord, the ladies in the Discord, we're just going to give it to you like this, right? Most of the YieldMax products pay during the first week of the month, right? So if you're in MSTY, you're in Cony, you're in NVDY, you're in TSLY, you're getting paid the first week of the month, right? If you are feeling scared and you feel like you have too much money in there, how about you invest in the YMAX? The YMAX has 23 different YieldMax products all combined into one. And guess what? It pays on the third week of the month. So essentially, you could be getting bi-weekly paychecks off of YieldMax. You could be getting a paycheck on the first week of the month, and you're gonna get a paycheck on the third week of the month.
And not only that, you're not just betting on a single underlying asset. You're essentially betting on the whole company.
When you're betting on YMAX, you're betting on the solvency of the YieldMax products, of the YieldMax company. So what's the chances of you thinking Jay and everyone at YieldMax is gonna fall apart and fall off the face of the earth? That's pretty crazy, considering that they're in Amazon, they're in Apple, they're in Coinbase, they're in Disney, they're in Meta, they're in Goldman, Google, JP Morgan, Moderna, Microsoft, Netflix, ARK, like Tesla, like you name it. They're in it. They have YieldMax products created on these underlying assets to pay you 5-6% a month. So it's like, cool, all right. If you're in any of these names, you're going to get paid your 6% on the first week of the month. But now, if you take that money and you roll it over to YMAX, you're going to be getting paid 4% a month on YMAX, which pays you on the third week of the month. So you can literally just be rolling it in. 6% in the first week, 4% in the third week. 6% in the first week, 4% in the third week. Just
clockwork.
Nonstop. It's just clockwork.
But it's also like just like
rolling,
we said
rolling.
with MVDY of going so down, you're not really going to have to worry about that as much with YMAX, because everything is kind of balancing each other out. Plus, I found a stat there's like 218 something people that sponsor ETFs on the market. They're the 45th biggest. So it's like,
oh no,
they're pretty up there, So like,
the YieldMax company is like relatively new. It's not like something that's been around for 20 years. Like, this is a brand new company.
They started the first one, October. 2022 was
these
tested,
guys,
which is crazy.
These people at YieldMax are really smart. Mm-hmm. They're really intelligent. They're some of the brightest people in the industry. Like, if you think YMAX and the YieldMax company is gonna fall apart, then hey, any of these YieldMax products are not for you. But if you have like a little more common sense, you know what I mean, and you realize like, hey, like I'm in NVDY and I'm in MSTY and they're giving me 6 or 7% a month. If I'm getting a little scared, I should just probably do what Let's Save Together is saying and get more in on YMAX, because YMAX is betting on the solvency of the YieldMax company and all their products.
Is it going to pay you as much as some of the
It's not going to pay you as much.
No.
Like, it's not going to pay you as much, but it's going to pay you on the third week of the month 4% every month. So in the first week, 6%, third week, 4%. First week, 6%, third week, 4%. First week, 6%, third week,
and now, guys,
4%.
like there's
first week, 6%,
it's gonna
third
just
week,
keep going
4%.
and going.
You can literally be making, on average, 5% on your money every 2 weeks with these YieldMax products. So, I mean, design it how you want. We're going to give it to you all on a silver platter. This is what I would do. This is what I told Big T to do.
This is what I'm currently doing.
This is what I told
I'm
AP
currently
to do.
doing it, literally.
Steve to do. This is what I'm doing. Like, this is how you do it. And this is how I would suggest anyone to do it. So, I mean, you can watch this YouTube, or you can sign up for some of our consultations that we'll have available at the end of the week at extremely affordable rates. So it's like easy to get us on the phone, and it's easy just to like dig in our minds real quick. But this is how I would break it down.
We're turning a lot of people around us in six-figure salary people off of YieldMax, and it's just crazy to think that. And there's also friends of ours that don't have that kind of money, but they want to get into this. And what I'm telling them is, yo, it's not going to happen overnight. If you maybe have an extra $500, $1,000 to like put in every month, just start it small, build it up. Maybe by the end of the year, or maybe
this
year and a half,
you can sign up for some consultations. We'll like walk you through it hand by hand. Show you how to use Robinhood margin. Show you how to leverage YieldMax to get income that you need. Pay off your mortgage, pay off your car note, pay off whatever the hell you got going on. It doesn't really matter.
Tony's going to structure it for you. I'm going to really break down the emotional side
shit out of it.
To keep it when it's up and down. Like, yo, it's okay because we got long-term vision. Tony's going to set that shit up for you where you're like, damn, was that easy? Even Big T today was like, bro, I've been looking all over online
I know.
on YouTube for someone to explain this to me like you have in just one paragraph, and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
it's like,
because right, just like I was telling Big T, the problem is with a lot of this information that's really good information that's really beneficial for you and your families is that everything is being gate kept, right?
literally.
Everything is being gate kept and kept behind a big ass door with a key. And the only way you're gonna get through this big door is if you pay these high ridiculous consultant fees, these high ridiculous Discord
Or you
fees.
no, you buy these courses.
Just high fees on everything.
Yep.
High fees on everything.
Which don't even really break it down. It's just like you open up the door and you think that that's the door, and then
Yeah.
there's just another like medium-sized door behind.
Yeah. Like
to
I
keep
mean,
going, like-
I mean, the cheapest way to learn how to trade in from like real Wall Street traders, real futures traders, real option traders. You can find out who Peter Tuchman is. You can find out who Einstein of Wall Street is. You follow those two guys. Those two guys that teach you how to trade.
Have you seen
for
a picture?
$600-700
Have you seen a picture on New York Stock
instantly.
Exchange? You've seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Einstein.
of Wall
I'm sorry.
Street. You've been watching Jordan
did,
Belfort
did.
too much. But
shit.
like more of the
Einstein.
story is that a lot of these things are being gate kept behind like big doors and big fees for everything. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's trying to charge you 5, 10, 15, 20 grand to learn these things. I mean, you got guys like Peter Tuchman and you got guys like Einstein.
I mean,
on Wall
for
Street
$700?
that'll teach you everything you need to know for
Crazy.
$700. So, you know, just throwing
I'm
that
gonna
out
sign
there.
up
That's
for
some, yeah, that's for some like free information.
For sure.
You know, yeah, like we like look around and we see a lot of things, and you know, we're not really excited about what these people are doing with all these high fees. And you know, like the more we learn and the more we figure things out and the more we do better trades and do bigger and better things, is just the more we're gonna give you guys, and we're gonna give it to you on a podcast nonstop. Like today, I came with the energy. We're gonna give it to you all day, every day. It ain't nothing.
Like the
nothing
value.
stopping this.
The value's gonna be there. Like even us, I'm gonna put in the link of, you know, the course if you want to take it, you know, to really learn about trading and futures and stuff. Like I'll put it right in here because it's something that I'm gonna sign up for. I didn't go to college for any of this. I learned a lot from Tony and just doing my own research. But that's something to just enhance our skills. And you know, if you're really serious about
Yeah.
yourself, what's $700?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, Temple charged me $100 grand. Well, like I learned a lot, and I loved the school,
shit.
and you know, socially it was good. We threw a lot of parties, didn't we?
A lot of character development. I'm sure you got out of it. That is priceless.
Oh yeah, priceless.
You know?
Time management skills, internships, you know, financial risk management, derivatives. Got so much out of that $100K, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah, a lot of cute girls, you know, a little bit of everything.
life was pretty crazy, man. I'll tell you
yeah,
that for
yeah.
sure.
Life is what it should be.
Life is what you make it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grass is greener wherever you water it. But I mean, nonetheless,
I love
you know,
it. I mean, I'm even looking like we got. It's crazy
yeah, like
because
you
we
look
got
at these
TSLY,
names.
we got
These are-
NVDY,
These are
like
names that we had spray
MSTY.
painted back here forever.
Yeah.
And these are names that we're like betting on nonstop. Look,
Yep.
right yesterday, NVDY was getting mollywop down 15-16%. Steve's in the house. He's like, "Yo, Tone, I don't know what to do." I'm like, "Yo, you know what you need to do? You need to get in there heavy because you know what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna come right back up."
He said you should sell out some, you know, or you know, just dump in there now, you know, and kind of see what you're in. I wound up selling all my NVIDIA shares. I had 100 shares, just dumped them.
Yeah, dumped it all in the L, and then look what happened to the L. Up 25% like water.
Today.
Like NVDO was moving like an option today.
Dog, literally crazy. So
And,
you know,
and then we even had some core options that we made 100% on. So it's
Yep.
like, man, there's a lot of things out there in the market. You know, when the VIX is hot, when the market is swinging, and there's a lot of things going on. The Fed cuts are coming soon as well. The market's going to start going crazy. Like you're in an election year. Trump looks like he's going to be president. Trump just came out and said that he thinks that people who are collecting Social Security shouldn't pay tax on it. So like kudos to him.
Crazy, yeah.
Think that's the coolest shit ever. Like
just gonna
like
keep
you know what I
coming
mean?
with stuff like that. Yeah,
what are you
for
gonna
sure.
do? Tax a person that's 60-something, 70-something years old, knowing that that's, let's say, possibly all their income they have. If
mean,
they
yeah.
don't have a pension,
That's what's
or
going
they
on.
don't have retirement funds or something. Like, you know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
good part of America that needs those extra dollars. You know.
hopefully people can see that type of stuff. But
Yeah,
you know, that's
I
a
mean-
whole nother.
Anyway, yeah, just had to drop it in there. So, all right, so like since we talked about YieldMax, if you're scared on YieldMax, you know, you're scared on YieldMax products, learn to, you know, on the red days, learn how to buy in there, and on the green days, learn how to trim and curb your enthusiasm. We say it all the time. What number is it,
number
Steve?
3, man. Come
Number
on.
3. Right, rule
That was
rule
what I
number 3.
developed,
What's
man.
rule number 3? Go ahead, read it out.
Curb your enthusiasm on green days and control your emotions on red days. I had to make that one because I'm like, man, my account moving 5-figure swings in a day is like, dude, you have to like,
I mean,
just like what happened yesterday. Like,
I mean, look at your account today. What are you up like 17 grand in one day?
yeah, probably, yeah, shit's crazy.
Because
dog.
of NVDL, right?
Yeah, well,
So
a bunch
it's-
of other things too, but
Yeah.
you know, like,
Oh yeah, I mean NVDL, NVDY, and then a lot of the YieldMax products just, you know, exploded
going up,
today,
yep.
right? Because they got clipped yesterday. So it's like on these
You know,
days
yeah,
when
and
they're
it's-
down, like you have to really get in there.
I don't
You
know who.
have
Yeah,
to.
I don't know who I had this combo with, but they were saying if you know, say if you put 100,000 in, you know, YieldMax products, and then like, but yeah, like what if all the money goes out? You know, like what if like, you know, the actual value is like, you know, 25% down. I'm like, well, if the value is down, you're still you still own X amount of shares that you already bought, so you're still getting paid no matter what. Is your initial principal down? Yes, but you would still be getting paid, although you don't lose the money unless you sell out of the position.
Well, I mean, like this is what I tell people and stuff. The best time to buy these YieldMax products is right after the distribution. Immediately right after the distribution. When it's dropping $2, $3, $4 a share right after distribution, that's when you want to get in
Buy
there.
that shit
You
up,
lowered
dog.
your average cost, and then when next payment comes, you do the same thing. You rinse and repeat. So the YieldMax, how you play the YieldMax products is you define how much you want to get paid monthly, and then you take a back seat. So if your number is $5K a month, once you hit $5K a month, take a back seat. Anytime you see it down on the red days,
Literally.
get in there. Anytime you see the distribution, get in there, because those are the days that they're down. So those are the days that you want to jump in. Like, it's simple.
That is.
Like, don't complicate your life. Don't complicate yourself. When it's down, jump in, jump in, jump in. So,
Know that majority of the people are scared. So if you
Yeah.
can be one of them people that like exhibits calmness and coolness and knowing that, like, keeping the long-term vision, guess what? You're a very unique trader. You're a very unique investor. And like, that's the type of people we want to, let's say,
you're
together.
a beast. You're a beast. If
yeah.
on red days, when everybody's crying and everybody's complaining, and you pull out the wallet and open it up and start spending, you're a beast. That's what
Literally.
you're supposed to be doing. On the red days, you buy. On the green days, you
You like
trim.
this. You like this.
Yeah, like you chilling. Like you don't let this stress you. You play the game properly.
Literally,
it's a
dog.
game. You play it properly. If you play it properly and you abide by the principles that we're laying out on this podcast, and we're literally handing you everything via podcast, via YouTube, via TikTok,
all
via
here.
Instagram Reels, for free $99.
And all
like,
our sources
bro.
are here. We're not telling you nothing where we're like, well, how did they figure that out? Or how do we know they're not
Yeah.
making it up?
And
It's
it's-
all down there.
Yeah,
Like,
and
we
it's funny,
put
and it's
it there.
funny because we look on content online, and everything that I'm saying and Steve's saying, you can't find online. You know why? Because they don't want to tell you. We're telling you.
Yep.
We're telling you.
There's certain
I'm
things,
telling
of
you.
course, you're
We're
gonna
telling
be
you.
certain things you're gonna be able to find if you look it up. But
Yeah.
like, there's some things where.
But a lot of
you
the
know,
structure and stuff like that, they're not
Oh,
going to tell
yeah,
you. They're
yeah.
going to charge you. He's like, hey, like, you got an extra 2 Gs for me? You got an extra 3 Gs for me? 4 Gs for me? 5 Gs for
the
me?
things we're
They
putting.
want to
yeah.
charge you.
The things we're putting in the Discord that you could come in for $25
Yeah.
to see is like
Literally.
you would be paying at least probably anywhere from $600 to $1,500
Insanity.
just to even know how to do it. Then to even talking about getting the trade, psh, that's probably at least $150 a month, $200 a month thing that
I
somebody's
mean, yo, like,
doing,
you know me,
you know?
I don't, like,
Who
we don't
knows?
really care about the money. We're more
Nah.
so building the
I'm
community.
saying for other people.
Oh,
Like, like,
yeah,
we
for
want
other
to give
people.
people.
Like,
Yeah,
they're going
yeah,
to charge a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to charge you
That's
a lot
what
of
I'm
money.
saying. Yeah, yeah,
Faithfully, they're going to charge you a lot of money for everything that we're giving to you for nothing.
There's like 50, 60 members in there. We just know if we're consistent and we're ourselves and we don't try to be greedy, we just provide the value we want to provide. We be like solid, like morally right people.
I mean, we're
it's gonna get there.
I mean,
Like,
we're
people are
obviously
gonna
on the
build
road
it
to
up.
be content creators. That's obviously what it is.
We hit 1,000 followers.
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram
Like, I mean, we're gonna
yesterday,
be
which is
here. Like,
crazy.
I'm gonna be here every week, 2 episodes a week reporting, and I'm gonna be reporting the names. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'm gonna tell you what I like, and I'm gonna tell you what I bet. And you know, it's a good chance that you're on a better side than most, and you're on the better side than being by yourself doing this. So You know, when I was started trading 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and I was trading options and futures, there wasn't shit online. There wasn't nobody I could talk to. Like, all my friends took corporate jobs, and none of them wanted to take risk on their own. Like, everybody went to the office. You know, so I didn't have anyone to talk to. Everything I learned by losing my damn money. I lost my money constantly, over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and then again, over, and then some more. And then that's how I learned, by losing. Sometimes the more you lose is the more you learn. And then after that turns to W's. You start turning to W's. Then you start winning until it becomes like a clockwork, like a consistent, constant thing. So, you know, for all the traders and all the investors, all the option players, if you're losing constantly, make that lesson a blessing. Learn from it.
Number
What was that? Number six, right?
Come on, man.
Every lesson's a blessing,
Look
right?
at every lesson like a blessing, man. Come on.
Yeah. Like,
and
you
it's
gotta
like,
learn.
You know, but the thing is, if you're not looking at it as a blessing and you don't get to take the lesson out of it, and you're just worried about what you did wrong and why you lost and why you feel bad about it, and you're not thinking about how to correct it, you're not really looking at it as a blessing. And then when it happens again, you're like, but I thought about it, and you thought about it, but you didn't look at it as like a good thing to improve. So make sure, you know, people like how you did, you know, like you're looking at the bad things and you're like, well, I can improve on this way. Yeah. I can do it this, like, you know, that
like
way.
I can tell you this. I've lost so many times that I know that I don't want to lose. Like, you know.
That's
and
why
like,
we play it safe,
like,
secure.
Once
like,
you reach that pinnacle in trading where you're just like tired of losing, or you're just tired of making mistakes, I'm telling you, you're going to start learning. You're going to start making winning trades. You're going to start being profitable. So that's why people are very excited about our podcast. That's why our follower accounts are going through the roof. That's why our views are going through the roof. That's why everything we're doing
TikTok,
is going through the roof.
TikTok,
why? Because we're giving you everything, all the shit that we went through. We're giving it to you, and a lot of people share the same experiences as us.
Yep. You know what?
A lot of people share it.
You know what I would love to go on about? That even though you were on a roll there, but we got a limited amount of time here. Snapchat.
Rolling the dice.
Snapchat. Thursday, I would love for you, because that's one of your favorite companies. Like how I talk about Chipotle and know all about them, that's like your baby. So I would love for you to give a nice solid breakdown of Snapchat, man.
I
know you got it.
Let's talk about Snapchat. We got like 6 minutes left, right? Snapchat earnings Thursday after the bell. Snapchat loves to report on a Thursday, so anybody who trades short-term options know that when you're buying short-term options, the expiration, more likely than not, 99% of the time, the contracts expire on a Friday, right? So Snapchat likes to report on a Thursday, right before the close. Right after the close, right?
Yeah.
So now you have options that are going to be dirt cheap on Thursday, right? The implied volatility move on Snapchat is 11%. So that means Snapchat's going to move like $1.50, like $1.50, up or down. And chances are, it's probably going to move 20% or more. Don't quote me on it, but if it happens, you can be like, yo, he said it again, right? So Snapchat has this situation, right, where, it's a good company. Evan Spiegel, good CEO, But the problem is with Snapchat is that they don't know how to monetize this freaking platform.
Because they got a market cap, what, like $20 billion?
Yeah, $22 billion market cap. I mean, make a long story short, the big story about Snapchat is they suck at monetization, right? The revenue is about $1.2 billion a quarter, right? But they have 430 million active users. So when you break that down per user, they're only making $2.79 per user every quarter. Like, you're telling me you have 430 million users on the platform and you can't even get $3 out of them every quarter? Like, no, this shit has to stop.
What would you say?
Like, it's ridiculous. Well, like, if you really look at it, right? Snapchat is down on the month 16%. On the 6 month, same 16%, but on the year it's up 18%, right? I love the company, I do. Right now it's around 13ish. 52-week high is 1790. The all-time high is 8311, right? The two issues that Snapchat has is there's no way of sending money on Snapchat. Like, there's no Snapchat Cash. They took that off in 2018. Like, Evan Spiegel needs to create a way where we can Venmo or Cash App people So it's like, hey, like, Evan, it's time to do like a partnership with PayPal or Square. Like, we want to send money on Snapchat to our friends. That's what we want to do. And then Snapchat Premium, right? Snapchat Premium, poured to Evan because that was like a way of him monetizing the platform, right? So the numbers are in, I have them, right? $3.99 per month, $21.99 for 6 months, and $39.99 yearly, right? So as of February 6th, according to CNBC, they have 7 million subscribers, right? 7
Damn,
million
so low.
subscribers.
Out of the
So
400.
so they're making what, $30 million a month off this? $90 million a quarter off of Snapchat Premium.
What would your message
I mean,
be?
Snap. I mean,
what would your message
Snapchat.
be
I mean,
to Evan
Snap
to make more money?
I mean,
I know you got something.
Yeah. Of course. But it's like $90 million. Like, that's all you're generating on Snapchat.
And you're
On the
$20
active
billion
users,
company.
and then like the other 1.1 billion, you know, it's ads and everything else that he has on the platform. But make a long story short, he has to figure out a way to create like either create a money platform or partnership with Venmo or Cash App so people can send money, and then you can charge a merchant fee, or you can charge the 1.5% that Cash App charges, whatever. Like, monetize that. Like, give us a way to send money on Snapchat. That's one. And then two, I mean, this might be unpopular opinion and stuff like that, but I think it'd be an easy way for them to monetize Snapchat immediately. It's like, maybe the Snapchat Premium is like a good start, and maybe that's something that grows. But I think if they actually charge for Snapchat, like, you know, charge like $1 a month or like $10 a year, like, you know what I mean? That'd be cool. Tinder charges you like $200-$300, and you're still not gonna get no dates.
No guarantee of dates, right?
No guarantee of dates.
Think about how many people are on Snapchat that have, like, you know, chicks they talk to, or girls have dudes they talk to, and if you were like, hey, you got to pay $1 a month or you're losing this.
Well, I mean, look, we did the math.
leave?
I mean, we did the math. If there's 430 million active users, right, and Evan Spiegel charges $1 a month to use the platform, right? That'll generate an additional $1.2 billion per quarter. That immediately take his revenue stream from $1.2 billion to $2.4 billion.
You hearing that?
100% increase. I'm not saying that's what he's gonna do. What I'm saying is that's a pretty cool idea to charge everybody $1, right? I'm
Man,
just saying,
not bad.
I would pay it in a heartbeat, you know. As a premium person, you know, I'm gonna pay the $1, right?
Yeah.
And then the premium's what, $3.99. I think that's good, but it's like people are not really gravitating to that premium as fast as they should, because you have 7 million subscribers on premium. There's 430 million active users.
Literally, though.
So
and then even
it's like that's less than 2%. Less than 2% of active users have premium.
And if you paid for premium, you just wouldn't even have to pay for the $1. The premium would get you the access to the app.
Yeah, like,
so that way
exactly.
you just be where you're at.
Exactly. I think at some point, like, Snapchat has to do one or two things, because, you know, as a long-term Snapchat investor, you know, I'm getting a little frustrated with the stock, but you know what? I'm not letting it go. If like, Snapchat to me is like AMC to Roaring Kitty, or GameStop to Roaring Kitty.
Yeah,
like, he's
I
probably
can-
like, he's not gonna let go of his
100%.
GameStop, right? I'm not letting go of Snapchat. So I think there's two things Evan can do. He can either do a potential partnership with Venmo and Cash App. You know, Venmo is PayPal and Cash App is Square. Do a partnership with that where we can send money peer to peer. That'd be really cool stuff, because people are using Snapchat every day, and or charge people $1 a month for the platform.
I think
Period.
it's great, man.
Like, yeah. Like, we, like,
I think it's a great
we
idea,
as
but-
Snapchat investors, we need better revenue streams. We need them.
He's
We
the
need them immediately.
At the end of the day, he's the billionaire, you know, so
Yeah,
shout
but
out
I
to
mean,
him. But,
yeah, like,
you know,
multi-billionaire company, like, multi-billion-dollar guy, very smart guy, went to a very good school, you know, created a beautiful platform. I love it.
yeah.
I use it every day. But
the earnings
yeah,
are
man,
after the bell.
we need monetization on the
know?
platform already.
Yeah.
And, like, we need
Gonna
some
see.
sort of peer-to-peer cash system on Snapchat. Because if I want to send one of my friends $10, $20, $30, hey, let me send it to him and charge me 50 cents, charge me $1, charge me something. Like, let's monetize these active users.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
I hope so,
Snapchat
man.
after the bell tomorrow, man.
hope they do it.
Yeah, Snapchat, we're gonna be playing 70-30, and we're betting on the calls. But I tell you this, everything is cheap. All the options are cheap. So if you're in the Discord, we're gonna set it up for you, and we're gonna attack. So It's time to go.
Peace.
Peace.